Before I set foot in Guyana, its name was but a whisper on the map, a faint echo among the more familiar countries of South America. To most, it's a place that exists only in the margins, a land whose stories are rarely told and whose mysteries remain largely untouched by the outside world. Nestled quietly on South America's shoulder, Guyana is often overlooked, overshadowed by its larger neighbors. Yet this very obscurity is what makes it so intriguing, a hidden gem waiting to be discovered by those with a curious spirit. They call it the Land of Many Waters, a poetic name that barely scratches the surface of its untamed soul. Here, rivers carve their way through dense emerald jungles, and the air is thick with the promise of adventure. Guyana is not a land of sprawling cities or crowded highways. Instead, it is a realm of immense rainforests and endless rivers, stretching like silver ribbons all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. The landscape feels ancient, almost primordial, as if time itself moves differently here. My journey began with a pull toward a world defiantly wild and mysterious, a place where the unknown beckons and every step feels like an exploration into the heart of the earth itself. It's a place where giants roam, giant river otters glide through the waters, harpy eagles soar above the canopy, water lilies spread their enormous leaves across tranquil ponds, and the colossal Kaieteur Falls thunders down with breathtaking power. These are the true rulers of this land, reminders of nature's grandeur and resilience. This is not a destination for the faint of heart, but for those yearning for authenticity, for a connection to something ancient and unspoiled. The jungle challenges you, but it also rewards you with moments of awe and wonder. Guyana is not a country you simply visit. It's a world you experience with all your senses. The vibrant markets of Georgetown, the warmth of its people, the flavors of its unique cuisine, and the wisdom of its indigenous communities all weave together to create a tapestry of life unlike any other. It is a journey into the very heart of nature, a reminder of the wild beauty still waiting for those willing to seek it out. In Guyana, you don't just travel, you become part of a living, breathing story, one that will stay with you long after you leave its shores. My first real taste of Guyana was its capital, Georgetown. The city's Dutch and British colonial architecture stands proudly, painted in pastels and whites, telling stories of a bygone era. St. George's Cathedral, one of the tallest wooden churches in the world, soars with breathtaking elegance. The city's grid of tree-lined avenues and canals, a legacy of its Dutch founders, gives it a tranquil character. Manatees surface near the botanical gardens, embodying the calm pace of life here. Giant water lilies float serenely in the ponds, a preview of the natural wonders beyond the city. The sounds of soca and reggae drift from open doorways, mingling with the chatter of vendors. Georgetown is a melting pot of cultures, reflected in its faces, food, and vibrant spirit. It's not just a gateway to the interior, it's a living museum whispering tales of resilience and hope. To truly understand a place, one must go to its markets. Stabroek Market is the heart of Georgetown, a chaotic and wonderful assault on the senses. The air is thick with the scent of spices, ripe mangoes, and fresh fish, voices weaving a symphony of commerce. Stalls overflow with colorful produce, handmade crafts, and the stories of those who sell them. The people of Guyana are its greatest treasure, warm, welcoming, and proud of their heritage. A simple smile is always returned, and every interaction is a lesson in the local way of life. Beyond the market, the rhythms of the Caribbean pulse through the city, inviting everyone to move. Guyana's culture is a blend of Africa, India, Europe, and Amerindian traditions, creating a vibrant, resilient identity. This fusion is as beautiful and complex as the rainforests that cover the land. In every melody and market stall, the spirit of Guyana comes alive. Leaving the city behind felt like crossing a threshold into another world. The bustling streets and familiar sounds of Georgetown faded away, replaced by the anticipation of the unknown. As we drove further, the landscape transformed dramatically, concrete and buildings giving way to endless stretches of green, the road itself seeming to disappear into the embrace of the wild. The journey to Iwokrama Rainforest was an adventure in itself, bumpy roads fading into endless green. Our 4x4 rattled over potholes and muddy tracks, each turn revealing denser foliage and towering trees. The deeper we ventured, the more it felt like we were being swallowed by the rainforest, surrounded by the sounds of distant birds and the hum of insects. This protected area is one of the last pristine tropical rainforests on Earth, a sanctuary for astonishing wildlife and rare plants. Here, the forest remains largely untouched by human hands, preserving a delicate balance that has existed for centuries. The sheer scale and beauty of the landscape is humbling, an endless living tapestry of green. At the Iwokrama River Lodge, the air thrummed with the jungle's symphony, parrots squawking overhead, howler monkeys calling in the distance, and a million insects creating a constant, vibrant hum. The lodge itself felt like a gateway to adventure, nestled right at the edge of the wild. Guided by local Amerindian experts, I learned the secrets of the jungle, medicinal plants used for generations, hidden creatures camouflaged among the leaves, and ancient wisdom passed down through stories. Their deep connection to the land brought the forest to life in ways I never imagined. We spotted brilliant scarlet macaws soaring overhead, their colors flashing against the green canopy, and watched giant river otters playfully sliding along the riverbanks. Every moment offered a new surprise, from tiny frogs hidden in the undergrowth to the distant roar of a jaguar. The canopy walkway, suspended high above the forest floor, offered a magical perspective, eye level with birds and monkeys, surrounded by the rustling leaves and filtered sunlight. Walking among the treetops, I felt a sense of awe and wonder at the complexity of life thriving all around me. From above, the rainforest stretched to the horizon, an undulating sea of green that seemed to go on forever. The vastness was breathtaking, a reminder of how small we are in the face of nature's grandeur. As the sun set, the jungle orchestra swelled, filling the air with a chorus of frogs, insects, and nightbirds. The golden light filtered through the trees, casting everything in a magical glow, a moment of pure beauty and tranquility. The rainforest is a living, breathing entity, pulsing with life and energy. Every leaf, every drop of mist, every sound is part of a vast, interconnected web. I was privileged to feel its pulse, to witness its resilience and vitality firsthand. Here, in the heart of Iwokrama, I discovered the true, wild heart of Guyana, a place where nature reigns supreme, and every moment is a reminder of the world's untamed beauty. In Guyana, the rivers are the highways, carving ancient paths through the heart of the jungle. These waterways are not just routes, they are lifelines, shaping the land and the people who call this place home. The rivers wind endlessly, their currents carrying stories, traditions, and the pulse of the rainforest itself. My journey continued aboard a riverboat, gliding along the dark, mysterious waters of the Essequibo River, one of South America's great, untamed rivers. The world seemed to slow down as the impenetrable wall of green slipped by, mirrored perfectly on the river's calm surface. Every bend revealed new wonders. The river teems with life, caimans sunning themselves on the muddy banks, their eyes just above the water, watching silently as we passed. Overhead, flocks of brilliant parrots streaked across the sky, their calls echoing through the canopy. Their vibrant feathers flashed against the deep green, a reminder of the wild beauty that thrives here, untouched and free. In the trees, sloths hung motionless, perfectly camouflaged among the branches, moving only when absolutely necessary. Our guide, whose family had lived on the river for generations, shared stories and revealed the hidden secrets of the waterway, pointing out medicinal plants, animal tracks, and the subtle signs of the jungle. We stopped at Amerindian villages nestled along the riverbanks, where life moves to the rhythm of the sun and the changing seasons. I was welcomed with shy smiles, laughter, and immense generosity, witnessing a way of life deeply connected to the earth and the river's flow. Here, every day is shaped by the rise and fall of the water, and traditions are passed down with reverence for nature. As night fell, the jungle transformed. A chorus of frogs and insects filled the air, their songs rising in waves beneath the vast, starlit sky. The Milky Way blazed above, casting a gentle glow over the river. Lying by the river's edge, I felt small, yet profoundly connected to the universe and the ancient rhythms of this land. The river journey was more than travel. It was an immersion into Guyana's deepest secrets. Here, nature and humanity flow together, inseparable and eternal. No journey to Guyana is complete without witnessing the power of Kaieteur Falls. Getting there is an adventure, flying over endless rainforest, the fall's mist rising like a signal fire. The Potaro River vanishes over a cliff into a deep, misty gorge, the roar of physical force you feel in your chest. Kaieteur is the world's largest single-drop waterfall by volume, its scale overwhelming and humbling. There are no barriers, just you and the raw spectacle of nature. Golden frogs live inside giant bromeliads and rare swifts nest behind the curtain of water. It feels like a lost world, untouched by the modern age. Standing on the edge, I felt awe and exhilaration, a moment of pure wonder. Kaieteur Falls is a sacred place, a testament to the wild beauty that still exists in the world. After the dense rainforest, the Rupununi savannas felt like a great exhalation, vast grasslands stretching to the horizon. This is Guyana's Wild West, a region of open spaces, big skies, and a rich ranching culture. The Kanuku Mountains divide the savanna, a constant landmark. The vaqueros, Guyanese cowboys, work this land with skill and pride, their lives shaped by the rhythm of the seasons. I visited a working ranch, watching expert horsemen round up cattle and share stories by sunset. Wildlife abounds. Giant anteaters lumber through the grass, bats stream from caves at dusk, and birdlife crowds the waterholes. Evenings brought songs and tales of the land, jaguars, and spirits of the mountains. The Rupununi is a place of quiet beauty and enduring traditions where the bond between people and nature remains unbreakable. Experiencing its rugged charm was a privilege. To truly know a country is to taste its food, and Guyana's cuisine is as diverse as its landscapes. Every meal is a discovery: spicy curries, hearty stews, and the famous pepperpot, a rich, slow-cooked meat dish with cassareep. Each family has its own pepperpot recipe, a cherished tradition. The markets overflow with tropical fruits: mangoes, watermelons, passion fruit, and sapodilla. Local baked goods like solera and cheese rolls offer a window into everyday life. Food is more than sustenance, it's a central part of community and friendship. Sharing a meal is an act of generosity and pride. Guyana's culinary heritage weaves together its diverse cultures, creating a national identity that is rich and unique. As my time in Guyana ended, I reflected on a journey that quietly captured my heart. This is a land of contrasts: jungles and savannas, waterfalls and rivers, bustling cities and tranquil villages. What makes Guyana special is not just its nature, but its people, their warmth, resilience, and pride. The deep connection to the land is something I will carry with me, a reminder of the importance of preserving wild places. Standing before Kaieteur Falls or beneath the star-filled sky, I felt my own smallness and a desire to protect this world. Guyana doesn't shout for attention. It whispers, inviting you to listen closely. If you seek adventure and authenticity, let Guyana surprise you. This is not goodbye, but a thank you to a land that shared its secrets so generously.